Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. And today we're going to be talking about Monarch Season 2, Episode 6. The last episode where you had a lot of emotional, I guess I would say, stuff happen, especially to, I would say, Kaiko's character, where she's been gone for decades, and just to have her son just whisked away just like that in her arm. Um, well, this episode starts off, kind of like with a little flashback with Kentaro and his dad, where he's painting, where he's basically doing a sketch of Kong, and and it goes back to the present. One thing about Kentaro, that you know again, his character the first season I wasn't really cool with, because I feel like he tends to get annoying. But understandably, he's upset at his sister, and I fully blame her again for that incident. But also, I sympathize with her because of what she has dealing with, because she don't know what's going on with her body and how she's attracted to this Titan. Um, but again, Shaw is still my favorite character in the show. He just keeps getting better. You get some old character. It's not necessarily old character, but some character that they're introduced as far with the timeline shift shows up again. And now they're trying to open the rift to get Godzilla to help as far as with the Titan. And you do at the beginning, you get a snippet of Kong. My whole thing is, now at the end of the episode, you get this kind of shift where it ends abruptly, but Shaw is hearing himself in the past. I don't know, somehow that rift they opened kind of teleported him back in time, or that rift allowed them to communicate with the past. But I don't know what's going to happen next episode. It's going to be interesting. As far as the timeline, is that connection gonna affect the current future? There's a lot that question added more. Where some episodes were providing more answers, they're adding more questions now. So what I'm wondering is what's gonna happen now with the time shift. And it's very interesting. I love it. But overall, I enjoyed the episode. I'm still enjoying it. Again, visually, it's a great episode, great acting. Russell Crowe, great as Shaw. Definitely love it. But overall, I still kind of like the fact that I'm getting more questions, not just ending like abruptly, and it's building up to the main thing where Godzilla's going to show up eventually. Obviously, he's going to show up, but I feel like he's going to show up towards that. But guys, if you watch episode 6, how do you feel about it? From episode 5 to episode 6. One thing before I end this, one thing I wanted to see was more of a where you have before Kentaro dealing with the emotional weight of losing his dad, and his mom, his grandma Kaiko. I would have thought they would have put more as far as her dealing with it emotionally as with the character, but no, she kind of she's the one kind of handling it better than everybody else, I would say. Or and also I would say Kate, in a way, she's still she's blaming herself still. But I would have thought, again, like I said in the beginning, Kaiko being stuck in this timeline, just showing up randomly, and back in the present, and her son having not been with him for a long time, would have had a more emotional impact. But I understand, because time is shorter in there and time is longer in the outside. But we'll see what happens. But again, guys, as always, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. How do you feel about the episode? What do you think is gonna happen? If you deep into the Godzilla lore, let me know in the comment what are your thoughts, as far as the future aspect, what you think is gonna happen. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon. Y'all have a good one.